welcome back to the channel. Today's episode I'm going to be stripping and repainting the gearbox mount for the Nissan. It's not in bad nick, the actual rubber mount is in pretty stable nick. I'll clean all that up, probably black it up a little bit after paint. It's got a little bit of surface rust on there. I'm not really keen on the black, so I'm actually going to strip all that off, etch prime it, and then paint it a nice gloss red. The rubbers, side rubbers, I'll probably have a go clean up as well. I've got some surface grease and dirt on them, a bit of old black paint as well, so that'll be stripped off and cleaned. The bolt, I'm going to see if I can get a replacement. If not, then I'll clean this up, see if I can polish up as much as I can. Probably have to paint it because it's a mild steel, but I'll see if I can get a stainless job I can polish up, look nice against the red then. Okay, so I'm going to get out the old grinder and sanding discs, see what paint I can strip off. So I'm going to start off the grinder with a flappy disc, and I'm going to use the die grinder with various grits, finishing with a finishing pad, just so I can get into all the bits and pieces, strip all the rust off. Okay, so I've stripped off all the loose paint and all the rust. It's not too bad. I've just finished it off with a little bit of 80 grit paper. On this part here, the edges were really rough, so I've actually ground them a lot smoother. So they look a lot nicer. Here over, then I'm going to give them a degrease. Just some standard body degreaser, and then an etch prime. So I'll get these cleaned up, hang them up, get some primer on. Okay, so they're all prepped and ready to go. Some nice dry light coats to start with. Okay, I'll give that 5 minutes to dry, and then I'll put another coat on, give it a quick flat, and I'll put the gloss on. Right, it's now on with the red gloss. We have them all painted up. Too bad, I don't think. Let them dry overnight, then get them on the car. They look nice, I think, with some nice polished bolts. So if I can source a long stainless bolt for the actual main bolt through here. I'm going to re-black all this. I'll probably wash them over a little bit thinner to get all the overspray off, and then put some back to black on there, make it look a little bit nicer. Yeah. Pretty happy, nice and shiny and glossy. Okay, so let it dry overnight. I don't think it looks too bad at all. Actually, it looked really nice with the stainless polished bolts. I've ordered some more bolts for the main one in here and the pivot bolt through there. So they'll come in the next couple of days and I'll polish those up. Wait till the bolts arrive, and we'll bolt it on. Okay, so it's a few days later now, and I've ordered some replacement bolts to replace the old worn out steel ones. These are stainless steel. They're an A2 stainless, so they're pretty good quality. I am going to actually grind the letters off and then polish them back up, just like I've done on these ones here. So that'll be the next step. Give this a bit of a clean, remove the little bit of overspray here, and then bolt it back in the car. I think it should look a lot nicer. As you can see, what it looked like before. After, there's still a few little marks in there, so I'll probably just grind them off a little bit more, the coarser polish head, and go back through the grades again, just get them to a nicer finish. It just adds that little extra detail, gives it more of a chrome custom finish. Okay, there we are, all fitted. Bit of a pain to fit, because the actual bolts wouldn't line up through here in one piece, so actually fit this piece first and then that piece, and then put the threaded bolt through. So there was a lot of moving about with the jack and fiddling with trying to get that bolt through, but eventually got in. So it was going to be a 10-minute job, and ended up being an hour and a half job. These two bolts here, polished up ones with a standard thread. This one here is a fine pitch thread, which I managed to source, which is a little bit strange why they put a fine pitch there and a standard coarse thread there, which is a little bit unusual. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Drop a comment below, tell me what you think. On the next video, I'm probably going to be fabricating a bracket to hold the air filter and airflow meter still, just stop it from moving about here. I'm probably going to utilise one of these Allen bolts here. There's a hole there with a threaded nut in the back of that, so I'll probably utilise that. And then I'm probably at the same time going to make a bracket for the speedo cable, just to hold that against the wall there, utilising that bolt again. This needs a little bit of clean up, so I'll give that a bit of a polish as well. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with that. Hope you've liked this video, and I hope to see you on the next one.